Fighting out of the red corner, wearing white, trimmed with black, and weighing in at 135 pounds. An excellent professional record, 21 victories, including 17 knockouts, with 5 losses and 1 draw. Damas y caballeros, de Ciudad de Mexico, Distrito Federal de Mexico, the challenger, Julio Alvarez. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing blue trimmed with white, and weighing in at 134.5 pounds. An outstanding professional record consisting of 29 victories with 14 KOs and only 1 loss. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the pride of the mile-high city of Denver, Colorado, presenting the 2-time world champion, the reigning and defending WBC lightweight champion of the world, Stevie Little But Bad Johnston.
Denver, Colorado. The 3rd ever world title fight in Denver, Colorado. The unified rules will be used for tonight's championship bout between Stevie Johnston and Julio Alvarez. No 3 knockdown rule, no standing 8 count. Fighter cannot be saved by the bell in any round. Accidental cuts will go to the scorecards after 4 rounds are complete. And cuts are a factor. Stevie Johnston in his last bout against Billy Schwer, a cut over the right eye. He got cut against Angel Manfredi. He got cut against Saul Duran here on ESPN2 back in 1997. He got cut against John Baptiste Mendy. Cuts could be a factor.
Yes, and his opponent Alvarez has been cut too. And both guys, besides cuts, have suffered from swelling around the eyes.
Stevie Johnston told us yesterday he will remain calm. He says when you look for knockouts, that's when you get taken out if that's not your style. And he realizes that that's not his style. He's a mature 27 years of age, a decorated amateur for the United States, and a classy champion.
You can see the Mexican Alvarez, the taller man. You would think at least at the beginning he'd want to use that height. Trying to use his legs, trying to keep distance, trying to counter Johnson coming in. Try to use that jab, Alvarez.
Alvarez has been knocked out twice in his 3rd pro bout, stopped in the 1st round by Arnulfo Gonzalez. In his 10th pro bout, stopped in the 3rd round by Raul Martinez. Both of those bouts in Mexico. 1st world title bout for Julio Alvarez.
You can see Alvarez, he's a pretty good punch, Alvarez. He's trying to catch Johnson coming in. And right now he's doing a decent job of trying to get those hands off at the right time.
Good straight left by Johnston.
Johnson is southpaw. Sometimes with the southpaw, that right hook could be a real big weapon because the orthodox fighter is not used to seeing that punch come from that side.
Good shots on the inside. Alvarez getting some work done against Johnston.
You can see Alvarez is trying to punch when there's distance.
Good combination from Johnston.
You know, Alvarez trying to use that height, but it's not going to last too long. Because his temperament is to fight.
Brisk pace here in the 1st round. Looks like there's a cut. Teddy, there's a cut over the left eye of Stevie Johnston. I think on the eyebrow of Johnston.
And of course, as you said, nothing new to Johnson. That will not panic him. Taking care of the cuts is Miguel Diaz for Johnston. And the other 2 men in his corner, his uncles, Richard Johnston and Chris Johnston.
In between rounds will get the word from the referee if the cut was caused by a clash of heads or a scoring blow from Alvarez. Final 10 seconds of round number 1. A spirited first round between Stevie Johnston and Julio Alvarez.
At CompUSA, you'll...
The Johnston family on hand. To the left, wife Vivian, daughter Vivica, 2 years of age. Mom checking it out at ringside. Stevie Johnston, Julio Alvarez, underway round number 2. Cut along the left eyebrow of Johnston. Teddy, we were informed in between rounds 1 and 2, the punch caused the cut, not an accidental clash of heads. So if it was to be stopped because of a punch in that cut, Alvarez would be a winner. You would not go to the scorecards.
Very important piece of information. And of course, what's important about that cut, it's not just the physical damage, but mentally, it has to help Alvarez because he did something positive. He's in his first title fight. He needs any boost he can early on to mentally get him in this fight and keep him in this fight.
Of the 17 landed by Alvarez, 16 were power shots. You saw that Johnston had the slight edge in round number 1. Corner of Julio Alvarez is Jose Morales, the father of Eric Morales, the reigning super bantamweight champion of the world. You saw Eric in the corner of Alvarez during the pre-fight introductions.
Alvarez has the right idea, Bob. He's trying to punch. He's the taller guy. He's trying to punch as Johnston comes in right there. He's trying to pick him off coming in. The only problem is his punches are a little bit around. If they were a little straighter, they'd have a better chance of being there quick enough. That one got there.
Short right hand from Johnston, follows it up with the left.
See, Alvarez loops those punches, and Johnston can punch inside those. Not only that, but when you loop them, there's a less chance of them landing.
Well, Alvarez is a tough guy. In that fight against Pito Cardona, in which he won on a 10th round stoppage, it was a slugfest until Alvarez stopped Cardona, a former top lightweight contender, with a body shot.
There's those short punches of Johnston right there, inside the wide ones.
And a good straight left hand by Stevie Johnston.
Johnston wants to sit inside right there, right in the pocket. Only thing he has to worry about is the uppercut in there. When you're in that close, that's the only punch that can be effective.
Fans to their feet.
Yeah, Johnston's sitting in the pocket nice.
Good left hand by Johnson, and a right hook to the chin. Johnson moving in for the kill. Alvarez can't get out of the way, and they stop it. He says he wasn't looking for the knockout, but Stevie Johnston got it.
Short punches inside wide punches. Does it all the time.
A huge round 2 for the best lightweight in the world. And what a homecoming. Stevie Johnston gets his victory lap. They love him in Denver.
Johnston made the adjustment, found the place he wanted to be, in the kitchen. Had a little trouble on the outside, but he learned, he saw. He saw Alvarez was wide, he got inside, did damage.
Alvarez appears okay. Johnston going over to congratulate him. Stevie with a barrage in round number 2. When the fight was stopped, he had landed 38 shots. 37 were power shots. And let's take a look. A good straight left hand got it going, then a right to the head, and Johnston was unstoppable.
Oh, he's in the pocket there, going to the body. You're going to see him inside the wide punches. He's got the shorter arms. He throws the straighter punches. There's the wide punches of Alvarez. Johnston's right inside them, and he's going to come right inside them. Sitting in the pocket. Just taking what's being given to him. Looking for the opening, good vision. Defensively sound. And he knows he's going to get a chance to go inside, and he went inside.
And it's the first time Johnston ever scores a knockout in a title fight, and he just poured it on.
Well, he knew what to do when he had his man hurt. You have a cut. You got your man hurt. You're at home. Give the referee a reason to stop it.
And the fans here in Denver watching it on the screen above here at the Magness Arena. And you get another look at Johnston just moving in for the kill. And so smart, Teddy. He didn't waste punches. He picked his spots.
Exactly. Very well said. Nothing wasted here.
You know, there's talk later in the year of maybe Floyd Mayweather moving up and Johnston fighting at the Pepsi Arena. And they sold 8,000 tickets in 2 days. They could sell 18,000 tickets for a fight like that with no problem.
It's good to see. He's picking his spots real nice there. Mixes one into the body every once in a while. Once he's got his man defenseless, he pours it on. Doesn't give him a chance to recover.
That's the 4th title fight in Denver history. The first lightweight championship bout since 1957 when Joe Brown won a 15-round win against Orlando Zuleta. And Stevie Johnston gets it done in the most impressive fashion. His 30th win, his 15th knockout, stopping Julio Alvarez in round number 2. We'll talk with Stevie Johnston, but first here's Brian and Max.
Well, that's impressive. And for a guy who normally doesn't knock people out, and even Max was saying that's not Stevie's place. He could stay out, he could win on points, but he goes in, and the more they engaged, the more Stevie would shine, and he did tonight.
There's no question about it. One of my favorite all-time boxing comments is Larry Merchant said once, boxing is the theater of the unexpected. That's exactly what it is. Julio Alvarez has shown a very solid chin against punchers like Jesus Chavez and Pito Cardona. Stevie Johnston's never knocked out anyone in a title fight, as Bob said earlier. And it's what happens, Stevie Johnston knocks out Alvarez in the 2nd round. It's just totally unexpected.
You see a guy, though, who's ready to take that. We were talking about a guy who puts his reps in the gym, the muscle memory from doing it millions of times, time and time again. We put the question to you on ESPN.com. Who do you think would win? You had Stevie Johnston and Paul Spadafora, 2 titleists here. We've talked about Stevie Johnston is our main guy and the guy we believe to be the real lightweight champion, but Spadafora is there, and Stevie Johnston up near 59%. And I think after this performance, that would climb a little higher if the vote went back out there again. A programming note here on Friday Night Fights is coming your way. Winston Cup race.
Back in Denver in round number 2, Stevie Johnston picks up career win number 30, his 15th knockout, as he stops Julio Alvarez with a blistering display in round number 2. And Johnston gets his first knockout in championship competition, and he thrills the 8,000 fans here in Denver, Colorado with just an awesome performance as he retains his WBC lightweight championship of the world, and he did it with all the style and grace that he's shown throughout the course of his career. Well, we're at ringside and we're joined by Stevie Johnston. And Stevie, first of all, congratulations, and I know it was a very emotional night for you.
Yes, it was. First of all, I want to thank ESPN too. Thank you guys for having me on. Bob, Aaron, Barry, Faye, and Denver, Colorado.
Well, let's take a look at it. Teddy, why don't you and Stevie walk us through what happened in round number 2?
Well, Stevie, first of all, when you got cut, did that make you speed it up a little bit, or did you just,
Plus, I was a little nervous because being in my hometown, I want to be impressive, and I rushed myself the first round, and I got headbutted. And the ref said it was a punch, but it was a headbutt. So I had to go out there and try to finish him.
Well, right here, it looks like you found a place. You got inside, you got in his kitchen, so to speak,
yeah.
And you were getting inside those wide punches.
Yeah, he was throwing real wide, as you can see. And I felt his power in the first round, and then the second round, I knew I had him. I said, I'm just gonna go take him out. I didn't listen to my corner. They told me to not rush myself, but I was like, I'm cut, I'm hurt, I'm mad.
Well, you figured it was safe inside those wide punches.
Yes, it was, because he was looping them a lot. And, you know, me being a shorter fighter, I seen him coming.
Stevie, what's next for you?
I got to let this eye heal up again. I don't know. I think I got my mandatory.
I think Denver has proved that maybe you and Floyd Mayweather here in the fall might be a pretty good thing, huh?
Yeah.
That fight you'd like?
Yeah, I would.
Or unifying the titles?
Unifying first.
Right.
I want to be the first one to have all 3 lightweight belts.
All right, well, congratulations on a great effort.
Thank you, guys.
All right, Stevie Johnston with a lot of class stops Julio Alvarez in round number 2 as he retains his WBC lightweight championship. And Max, you're right, he's the best. We send it back to you, Brian and Max. Guys?